If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, NBA YoungBoy's baby moms goes public after being stabbed by Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and Tory Lanez addresses his record label issues in New Toronto 3. Plus, Blac Youngsta says he'll never beef with Boosie. Let's talk hip-hop. So here's what's going on, right? And we kind of talked about it the other day, and this is the whole reason why, Kodak Black and NBA YoungBoy started beefing, right? So bottom line is this, right? I guess NBA YoungBoy was in his crib, he was there with his baby moms, but then his girlfriend walks in, right? And NBA YoungBoy's girlfriend is Floyd Mayweather's daughter, right? Yaya Mayweather, right? So whatever, there's a fight that starts between NBA YoungBoy's baby moms, the mother of his son, and his girlfriend, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya Mayweather, stabs NBA YoungBoy's baby moms, right? She gets arrested, she goes to jail, all of that, right? And then she gets released on bail, right? And apparently, I guess she has the same lawyer that represents like Jay Prince and stuff like that. So I'm sure that Yaya Mayweather is gonna be fine. There are reports that she's facing like 99 years in jail or in prison for like attempted murder and shit like that. But I don't think that she's gonna end up spending a day in jail, right? She's probably gonna end up getting probation and like some anger management shit because she has great lawyers and a whole bunch of money at her disposal, right? She's not like Keisha down the block who stabbed her boyfriend's baby moms, because Keisha might have to do 2 years, right? Anyway, though, the whole situation is that a lot of people have been hitting up, Floyd Mayweather, NBA YoungBoy's baby moms, asking her like, are you okay? I can't believe you got stabbed. What's going on? Blah, 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 right? So she finally like goes public and like speaks out after like the whole situation happened, right? And basically she goes on her Insta story and she's like, no, I am not okay. I'm really fucked up in the head, and I hate to say it, right? Can y'all just leave me alone? I never wanted this attention, or whatever y'all call it. P.S. Y'all won't, she says y'all won't be seeing me, but I guess she means y'all won't be seeing me. I'm kind of glad I don't have a phone, right? So basically, she's upset, she's mad, and she's like, yo, I just want to be left alone, right? Which is so crazy, right? And it's also crazy that NBA YoungBoy is actually taking up for his current girlfriend, Yaya Mayweather, and not his baby moms, right? Which is insane. So, I mean, your new girlfriend, whether y'all have kids together, whether y'all break up, whatever the case may be, the mother of your son got stabbed by some chick that you messing with, and right now, y'all don't have no kids together, and y'all are not married or anything like that, even though NBA YoungBoy does call her my wife, but she's not really his wife. Then I don't know, man. I think that you are picking the wrong. I'm not saying that you got to be with your baby moms, right? But if she's trying to harm the mother of your son, who's trying to raise your son, you might want to look at that, right? Because any woman who tries to harm the mom of your kid does not have your best interest in mind, your fucking kid's best interest in mind. Regardless, she could hate the bitch, right? She could hate the bitch, right? But I think that that's all she's focused on, is that, oh, I don't like this girl, so I'm gonna stab her, and not thinking about, let me just calm down because that's your baby mom's, and no matter how hard I want to go on her, you guys gotta have some kind of a family unit or whatever, right? So I don't know, but also NBA YoungBoy is young, Yaya Mayweather is young, the baby moms is young, all these motherfuckers is like under 25, so it's clear that they ain't thinking correctly, right? But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, yo, so yesterday Tory Lanez dropped his new album, New Toronto 3, right? And it's fire, right? I heard most of it, but not the whole thing, right? And it's crazy because, like, Tory Lanez is like one nigga that just be dropping mad music, right? But he don't be fucking around, and every time he drops a project is mad good. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about, right? So I don't know if y'all remember a couple months ago, like maybe back in December, Tory Lanez got so upset at his record label, Interscope, right? And that was like right after he dropped Chicks Tape 5, right? And he was just basically expressing the fact that he was mad at them. So on, after Chicks Tape 5 on Instagram, he goes on there and he goes, Interscope Records, if y'all niggas don't stop playing with me, I'ma expose what's really going on in that building. And then, you know, Rich the Kid even commented on it and was like, I'm telling you, because, you know, Rich the Kid historically had issues with Interscope Records as well, right? And so a lot of people on Twitter had a field day. They were just talking about Tory Lanez, and they were like, oh, you got back that bill for the samples, all them samples that you used for Chicks Tape 5, and you was upset that you ain't make all of the money that you thought you was gonna make off of Chicks Tape 5, right? But that wasn't really the issue, I don't think, right? So the real issue is that, Tory Lanez signed like, I think a 5-album deal or 4-album deal with Interscope, but he's actually come out with like 12 or 13 projects, right? The whole situation is that the record label keeps saying, oh no, that's not an album. Yeah, you signed an album deal, but that's not an album, that project you came out with, even though it has all original music and original ideas and original beats and, you know, it's none of that. That's not an album, that's a mixtape. Oh no, that we just call that a playlist, or we call that whatever, right? But official albums, they're saying, oh no, you only gave us 3 official albums, or whatever the case may be, so go back in the studio and make some more, right? I mean, that's basically the record label's way of trying to keep an artist who they think is really good, they also think is not gonna re-sign a contract for the next few albums, and so they try to play the okey doke with that artist, right? And there's no clear cut, like, I guess, definition of what's an album, what's a playlist, or what's a mixtape anymore, because of streaming platforms. So it's really easy for these record labels to get over on the artist, right? So anyway, A Letter to the City 2 is like the 13th song on Tory Lanez's album, where he actually addresses his record label issues, right, with them, right? So the whole situation is, in that song, in the very beginning, he's like, soon as you hear this verse, I'm out the record deal. They cheated 12 albums for 4 years. That's a record still, right? So he's actually talking about the issues that he had with the record label, right? But, you know, I would love for Tory Lanez to actually really be off of the record label, so that he can really talk about it, right? Whether he can do it in an interview or in music or whatever the case may be, right? Later on in the song, he did say that he's gonna go straight independent now, which is great, because a person like Tory Lanez has such a huge, you know, fan base and has been so successful in, you know, being a commercial artist and signed to a major record deal, that just like a T-Pain, because T-Pain is independent right now, if Tory Lanez goes independent, he'll be able to keep all of that money or most of that money himself and still be able to use the same fan base that he's used back when he had this huge major record deal, right? So that's fire, right? Also, you know, he was playing around with some Drake bars in the song, which was cool. And in the song, believe it or not, it's not edited because it's not on the edited, whatever. The song is edited because they're not editing curses out, is what I'm trying to say, but they editing out like certain names of like record label execs and people up at the record label. Because when I started listening to the song, I was like, I can't believe Interscope Records would let him come out with this song talking shit about Interscope Records from Interscope Records, right? But they blanked out a lot of names and they basically slimmed down the song. So 1, I want to hear the unedited version, and 2, I just want Tory Lanez to speak freely, and I know that since he's out the record deal now, after this, he's really gonna talk his shit, which, you know, is gonna be good. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, yo, so, you know, there's a few dudes, right, that I just really like from the South, like as far as rappers go. And the reason why I like them is just because I feel like they all cut from the same cloth and they like real hood niggas, but still country at the same time. And a lot of these rappers don't even get along with each other, but shit, that's not my problem. I said I like their music. They ain't got to hang out with each other, right? So like Pee Wee Longway and Gucci Man and Young Dolph and Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo and Blac Youngsta and Boosie and Trick Daddy and like Rich Homie Quan, and like there are certain rappers that just are dope to me. Their music is dope and their whole, like, I guess, image and aesthetic is pretty cool too, right? So anyway, it's cool because like Blac Youngsta is showing love to Boosie, right? So Blac Youngsta goes on his Instagram, posts up this picture of Boosie's album Goat Talk, right? And this is cool because Boosie is like coming out, like I feel like Boosie's like having almost like a resurgence or like getting popular again, all because because of social media, right? Because Boosie seems like to be a nigga that really loves being on social media and knows how to manipulate it so that it works in his favor, right? And anyway, so he's all on live, you know, having girls strip and do this and that, and he's like talking to his fans and everything like that, which is super cool. And then he goes, put your pussy lips on live, I give you $1,000, which is funny as hell. He comes out with a whole song based off of that meme because it's just crazy and ridiculous. And, you know, then he comes out with a whole album on top of that, right? So, all right, Blac Youngsta posts his album on here, and he basically says, well, he doesn't basically say, in the caption, he says, yo, Boosie is the first and only nigga that made me cry. Believe it or not, this is the only nigga in hip-hop I never want to beef with, right? I'm a real gangster, so it's not because I'm scared of him or anything like that. It's because I love this nigga. His music is so much, I will ride to this song, right? He goes, no cap, go get my nigga shit right now, pussy, right? Telling people to go get Boosie's album, right? And then he goes, oh, and one more thing. I'm back on my bullshit, so for the rest of my life, so for all you rap niggas that want to play with me, I'm not gonna respond to you. I'm just gonna put a nigga on the news, on my mama, on my kids, on my soul, on my grandmother, on my little cousin, on my aunties, on my uncles, on my brothers, on my cars, on my houses, on my money, on your head, on God, right? Because that's Blac Youngsta, right? So funny, so cool, and I just think like it's dope that Blac Youngsta, regardless of his affiliations with like Yo Gotti and Moneybagg Yo, regardless of his beef with like, you know, Gucci Mane and regardless of his beef with Young Dolph, he's still like showing love to another legend from the South, Lil Boosie Badazz, which is dope, right? But let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.